Yo, Jason Delgado here, friends of Comic Con and film threat reviewer, here to talk about a movie that has been lost since 1979 when it was released. Now it's being brought back by Quentin Tarantino to his movie theaters. It is called Winter Kills, starring Jeff Bridges and a cast of so many people who were big stars in the 70s, actually. Elizabeth Taylor has a non-speaking role. Anthony Perkins, you know, Psycho, shows up as a deranged henchman kind of here. But I want to get into a little bit about the backstory, which really fascinated me. It's the true life backstory is just incredible, and it may be more fascinating than the actual film itself. So let me show you guys the screen here of Winter Kills. This young Jeff Bridges here. Um, so the backstory is two of the producers of this film were drug dealers, and one of them was killed 2 weeks before the movie came out, supposedly by the mob, tied up to a chair. And the other producer years later went to prison for life for dealing drugs. Um, so very troubled production. They ran out of money halfway through the film and had to go make another movie with Jeff Bridges in the middle of making this movie just to have enough money to finish Winter Kills. Um, and it's said that some of the cast, some of these huge name celebrities, never got paid, or they got paid cash under the table. Um, and also there's a whole conspiracy involving the Kennedys, because this movie is a thinly veiled movie about the assassination of John F. Kennedy. That's a big plot point in the movie. They just changed the names around, but Jeff Bridges essentially plays the brother of the assassinated president, who would have been JFK. And so apparently the Kennedys did not want this movie coming out. They didn't like this topic, and they had it supposedly yanked from theaters because it was around the same time that Ted Kennedy was running for president. So all these things kind of made it, uh, you know, not very accessible to the public. It had a very short theater run, and it was kind of never seen again until until Tarantino brought it back. Let me show you guys the poster of that. Here. Here's Tarantino's poster. You know, Quentin Tarantino presents a film by William Richard, Winter Kills. So yeah, this is based on a book that was written by a novel written by Richard Condon, who also wrote The Manchurian Candidate. And it's this is a whole conspiracy kind of thing here. You know, Jeff Bridges, he thinks his brother, the president, was just murdered, by a lone gunman like everyone else did at the time. Um, and then early on in the movie, this guy comes to him on a boat, and he's dying, and he tells Jeff Bridges that, hey, I was one of the two gunmen who killed your brother from, up from a window high above. And here's where the gun is. Go look for it. And then he dies. So Bridges is like, what the heck? And he goes. He finds the gun there to his amazement, and 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 then all this craziness starts happening. Um, Bridges is there with some police officers and a friend, and all of them they jump into a car. They're going to go somewhere, and all of them are shot by a rifle far away, except for Bridges. They're all dead, and so Jeff is just like, "What the heck is going on?" And someone takes the rifle that killed his brother while in all of the confusion of all of this. And so the rest of the movie is kind of Bridges getting slip little leads here and there, but he's just getting yanked around because a lot of it's false information. He doesn't know what to believe. And it kind of reminded me of his dude character from The Big Lebowski because he's just getting yanked around. He doesn't know what's going on, a little aloof, but not quite as aloof as the dude, He's like a younger, a little more together version of the dude. Not as funny. That Coen Brothers movie is such a classic, so funny. This movie is just kind of strange, to be honest. Just kind of strange. I can see why Tarantino would love this kind of movie because there are little things in here that are just odd, uh, like Bridges. There's this maid with Jeff Bridges, and all of a sudden she turns evil. He didn't know she was evil. She was working for Bridges' wealthy father, and she just attacks Jeff, and in the melee, her top comes off. Just weird things like that, or Jeff is on horseback, and all of a sudden these tanks come and they're shooting at him, and he has this conversation with them. He knows the guy who's shooting at him, and he still goes after him. But yeah, and Bridges' father in the movie is played by the guy from, let's see, the late John Huston, who had this kind of sinister role in Chinatown, and his role in here in this movie is similar, but he plays Pa Keegan, Jeff Bridges' dad here, and he's kind of pulling all these strings and making all these things happen, and the humor in the movie is about Pa. He's always got all these women around and they're always making passes at Jeff. And that's the kind of humor in this movie. It's just very 70s style, everything. Very slow moving, like a 70s movie. And just little touches of oddness that, you know, I really wish this movie had just gone full on weird, just go all out. If you're going to do weird things, just let it all out. And felt like it kind of held back a little bit. So I ended up giving this movie a 7 out of 10. It's good. It's worth checking out. It's strange. Um, there is some cult appeal. It's if you're a Tarantino fan, this may be a movie for you. And but it's just crazy that this movie was lost for so long due to that backstory I told you guys about. And go check out my review on filmthreat.com. You can see the full review there, and go see the movie at Tarantino's theater, or I think this movie is for free on Tubi right now, so go check it out. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I love doing these movie reviews for you guys. Keep doing some more. All right. Peace.